The last few days have been very stressful. I mean, ever since the Friday morning when we noticed that the children were gone. Immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cheryl, and this is True Crime and Other Stuff. Thanks for being here, where I like to bring you the facts about true crime, the missing, current events, or anything I find interesting or important. Today, I want to talk about the missing kids, Lily and Jack, in Nova Scotia. I made a video before where I listened to the parents make statements on the news, if you will, and I wrote down 10 red flags that I see in this case. First, we're going to take a look at this video. It's about 4 minutes long, and it shows you a basic timeline of what's going on. Okay, let's take a look at this.
Everything we know about what's happened since their disappearance. Around 10 a.m. on the morning of May 2nd, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station. The children's stepfather, Daniel Martel, told CBC the siblings were out sick and not at school on Thursday and Friday. He said he believed the children must have gone outside through the sliding back door sometime Friday morning.
When we noticed that the children were gone, immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
Nova Scotia RCMP said they believed the children wandered away from their home and there was no evidence of abduction. That morning, a vulnerable missing person advisory was issued in Pictou County, and the organized search for the kids began in the heavily wooded area surrounding the family home. Volunteers searched through the night. More than 100 people were called in to help. Helicopters, drones, and police dogs were also part of the search. On Saturday, May 3rd, officials were optimistic the children would be found.
It's a huge wooded area with lots of potential. So we're just keeping all avenues open and ensuring we're covering off the entire area with a very structured search.
Around 5:30 that night, RCMP issued a wider alert to Pictou County and surrounding areas. On Saturday, the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, spoke to CTV News. She said she was hopeful and that she just wanted the kids home. The search continued on Sunday, May 4th. The children's stepfather said he wanted authorities to monitor the New Brunswick border and nearby airports in case the children were abducted. Meanwhile, 160 searchers were out looking for the children despite rainy conditions. On Monday, May 5th, police and rescue agencies continued searching, going at all hours. RCMP said searchers had located what could have been a footprint on Saturday and expanded the search effort in that area. That night, 4 drones with thermal imaging technology were used to look for heat signatures in the woods. Tuesday, May 6th marked 5 days since the children went missing. A Nova Scotia RCMP spokesperson said in an update that the case remained a missing persons investigation.
Police are pursuing all investigative avenues, and there's a variety of teams involved who are applying the tools and the skills and the expertise needed to locate and bring Lily and Jack home.
McCann wouldn't say if there had been any sign of the children. The children's stepfather told CBC that after the disappearance, the children's mother left the area to be with her family in another part of the province and blocked him on social media.
My mother had to kick some people off the property because they were saying that I did it. I had something to do with it. And I'm the only one here fighting for them. which is sad.
The children's maternal grandmother told the Canadian press the family was hoping and praying for the children to come home. On Wednesday, May 7th, Nova Scotia RCMP announced it would scale back the search for the missing kids.
We're not packing up, and we're not giving up. Our investigation is broad, and it won't end until we know where Lily and Jack are and can bring them home.
McKinnon said there hadn't been any confirmed sightings of the children, and survivability was unlikely.
If we thought they were alive right now, we'd still be out there.
He said the searchers covered a 5.5 square kilometer area, roughly the size of Halifax's downtown, that was heavily wooded.
I'm absolutely exhausted at this point after going through 6 days of virtual hell. It's absolutely crazy.
On Thursday, May 8th, the RCMP packed up its command center in Lansdowne Station and searchers left the area. Martel told CBC he spoke with investigators from the Major Crime Unit in Stellarton earlier in the week. He said he willingly handed over his phone to police and investigators searched the home. Martel said he also asked for a polygraph test.
I just want to clear it up for everyone, not just the people online making crazy accusations and everything else.
RCMP declined to say whether a polygraph would be administered. Meanwhile, a makeshift memorial was set up at the nearby Stellarton RCMP detachment. In a news release on Tuesday, May 13th, Nova Scotia RCMP said they were continuing to investigate. Police said they were following up on more than 180 tips from the public and had identified 35 people to interview, including community members and those closest to the children. Police also confirmed that an underwater team searched lakes in the area but didn't find anything. On Thursday, May 15th, RCMP confirmed again that there's been no evidence to suggest the children were abducted. 2 weeks later, on Friday, May 16th, there are still no answers as to what happened to Lily and Jack Sullivan. Cassidy Chisholm, CBC News, Halifax.
Okay, that was CBC News. Okay, so my red flags in this case, the first one is the door issue. They're both oddly focused on the sliding glass doors and how it's very controversial because they heard it and they couldn't hear it. It's really weird. Anyways, that's the first red flag to me. Then number two, the mother's interview, she says they're full of pain and sorrow and grief. That's what you would expect for someone who's grieving. What you would expect from someone who's missing their child is hope and encouragement, not expecting the worst. You hope for the best, in my opinion. Okay, number three, there's a disconnect there's like no emotion, there's no really crying, and that's weird to me. Like, I'd be freaking out. Red flag number four, the mother kind of blames the kids, like they'll talk to anyone and kind of like, they'll go with anyone, they'll get in a car with anybody and stuff like that. That was weird to me. Okay. Red flag number five, there's like a missing timeline. So they say they went missing around 8, but then they didn't call till almost 10. So there's like almost 2 hours, and he drove around where that's time where he could have went. Plus their cell phones don't work out there, so no GPS on that. And that was weird. Also, the kids had not been in school since Tuesday, so they could have actually gone missing days before that. So that's weird to me. Oh, and then the mom leaves. If you think your kids are missing, I mean, wouldn't you want to be there at the property in case they showed up, or I don't know. That's a red flag to me. And they're too calm for the crisis. It's like a crisis, and they're like way too calm. I might have said something like that earlier, but yeah, that one. And then there was this number 8 red flag. The interview that the stepdad, boyfriend, whatever, he's talking about what the kids liked and stuff, and he uses past tense. That's kind of a red flag to me. And when he tells his story, he tells it like over and over and over. It's the same story exactly, like he's following a script. And the number 10 red flag to me was there was no direct appeal. Like, they think the kids were kidnapped, then why not ask the kidnappers to bring them back or not harm them? Try to make an appeal or something for that. Okay, so those are my red flags on the case of missing Lily and Jack 6 and 4 in Nova Scotia. Thank you and have a good evening.
The last few days have been very stressful. I mean, ever since the Friday morning when we noticed that the children were gone. Immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
Thanks for watching my videos and have a good one. Peace.